Hello there, and welcome to Club Xbox Level 4. Joining me today is John to discuss all things Xbox. Welcome, John.
Yes, I can't wait. I'm excited. I'm pumped for this.
Big week, big week. We got new bundles. We got a white Xbox. We got P90X for those crazy people.
Yes.
And much more. So, where do you want to start this week?
All right, let's start. I mean, we know we got bundles coming.
We got bundles coming. We're ending the show with some Gamescom predictions and an exciting announcement.
Oh, yes,
and
for sure.
Yeah, so
Today's definitely an exciting show. A lot to cover.
So I asked you where you want to start. I wanted to start with this before I forget, because it's not in my notes.
Okay.
But BioShock. Have you ever played the original BioShock?
I have not, but I heard they're really good.
I haven't either. And I was listening to another podcast, and they were giving crap to this author because he said touch controls don't suit first-person shooters, and I would agree with the author.
Yeah,
touch controls don't suit first-person shooters.
I mean, you're comparing something like two completely different things. I mean, what are you going to expect from a phone? You know, you're not going to get much from it.
I understand their viewpoint of, don't give a crap until you've tried it. But this guy, I think, has tried it. If not, either way. I've tried other first-person shooters on the iPad when that's all I played. I'm
sure they're pretty good, right?
And you're shoehorning a game interface design that's not meant to be there, in my mind.
Okay.
It's like,
I see what you're saying.
It's like if they brought iPad games to the Xbox, like threes. I think it's the stupidest thing in the world to have threes on the Xbox One. I think that's a stupid thing. Like, that makes no sense interface-wise.
Yeah, no, I see what you're saying there. I mean, I guess it kind of just depends on like what game is kind of ported to the system. It depends how much they optimize it. If they just slap it onto the system without really optimizing and just throw on the touch controls, I mean, that's just going to be a bad game. But I mean, I didn't play the BioShock mobile version, so I don't know for sure how it would control.
Yeah, they'd have to do a lot of
tweaking and stuff.
Auto aiming for you. Like I don't know. I love that that's an option, but I really think the best games for iOS are the games that started there, that were designed and implemented for that. It's like Nintendo emulators on iPhones. That they don't work that well because controls were not designed to be that. And
at the end of the day, I mean, the smartphone games are just meant to pass the time. It's not like experiencing on a console, you know?
Now, you can pass the time on an iPad. You can spend the whole night on an iPad, but do it with a game that's meant, like Hearthstone, that's designed from the ground up for that. It was on PC, but the iPad is really where that lives.
Right.
On BioShock, it's a cool tech demo, as the guy said, but, control-wise, I would not want to use the on-screen controls.
Much rather just get the BioShock on the 360 and just play, you know?
No, absolutely.
Experience better controls, and I'm sure it's like $20.
And I'm not being a console snob by saying that. There's certain games that are better on different devices and platforms.
Of course, it just depends how they optimize it and stuff like that. So
I, for instance, John, let's segue into Deals with the Gold. I, for instance, feel it's really stupid to play Angry Birds on my Xbox One. Not only because of its price, but also because this is a touchscreen game. I don't want to use a controller to play a touchscreen first game.
Yeah, and especially it's $25. No Angry Birds
game. So yeah, let's get this. So Deals with Gold this week. Originally, Star Wars Angry Birds is $50. Great price, right? $50 for Angry Birds.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah, right. It's half off. So you think half off of Angry Birds is a great price, but no, it's $25 now.
No Angry Birds game should cost $25. That is ridiculous.
So I think a good price, $5. Buy for $5. Bring it down to $5. Then you have a chance.
I think more like $2.
No, I'd pay $5. That's reasonable. That's why I've actually paid $5 for Angry Birds on iPad.
I wouldn't buy Angry Birds, period, no matter what price they put it on my Xbox One. I bid for the console experience or like the arcade games, but nothing close to a mobile game, pretty much.
So that's what I thought Deals with Gold was this week. But they also expanded out later in the day to include Call of Duty Ghosts for $40. And then they've got the higher-end digital Hardened edition, I think, for just $60, which is down from $90, I think.
Yeah.
So those are actually kind of appealing. Ghosts at $40, but still, I didn't bite this week on that because I already have Ghosts on my Wii U. I did the campaign. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And
there's no sense in buying it twice.
Yeah, and Titanfall is where I feel I'm gonna do that kind of thing for multiplayer.
Until you get Destiny or something like that, or
and Destiny is gonna be there for at least the beginning. PS4 is where I'm going with that one.
Are you gonna get Advanced Warfare by any chance, or thinking about it?
Not until it goes on sale.
Right.
And we'll talk about this at the end during the show. One of the topics this week is I was looking over fall 2014 on next gen consoles, or PS4 and Xbox One.
It's mostly third party.
It's a disappointing fall. We'll see. I say disappointing. There's some stuff, but there's only a few things I'm super excited about.
I think we only have for the Xbox One exclusive-wise Sunset Overdrive and the Halo Master Chief Collection, am I right?
And those are the two I'm excited about.
Those are two really good ones, yeah.
On PS4, I'm excited for GTA 5 and Alien Isolation. But again, those are cross-platform.
Yeah, that's true.
And I could get those on Xbox One. And I might get GTA 5 on Xbox One. That's the harder one, because GTA 5, Vita off-screen TV play would be nice, but Xbox One...
Yeah.
Quick switching, snap. We'll get into this later in the show. But anyways, so those are the sales. Have you played Call of Duty Ghosts?
No. Honestly, the last Call of Duty I played had to be Modern Warfare 2. Yeah, that was the last Call of Duty I played. Yeah.
So are you gonna skip Ghosts and wait till the Kevin Spacey one comes out?
I'm never.
Or are you even gonna skip that one too?
I'm personally not a huge fan of Call of Duty. I mean, I played a few games in the past, but.
Yeah.
I never, the only one that really hooked me was Call of Duty World at War, because it had the Nazi zombies. That was like my favorite mode to play. I was obsessed with that mode.
So you're pretty done with the Call of Duty series?
Yeah, other than that, yeah.
Okay.
More of a Halo guy, but Call of Duty I respect.
Sure.
Now.
So
hold on.
Yep.
Sorry, I got somebody.
It's all right. So John's dealing with that right now. There were also some price drops. For the Xbox One digital store this week. Dead Rising 3, all of these got marked down by $10. So Dead Rising 3 at $50, Forza Motorsport 5 at $50, Kinect Sports Rival at $50, and Rise Son of Rome at $50. So $10 price breaks on all of those titles. Forza, if you're going to get digitally, go to eBay because you can get that for around $30. That's what I paid on eBay for digital code. Welcome back, John. I was just going over some price drops here. No worries.
Okay.
So yeah, $50 for this new batch of games, and I personally am not gonna buy any of these right now. Rise, I hope, goes on deals with gold, and I'll get it at that point.
Right. Oh, we're still talking about deals, right?
These are actually price breaks. So
Dead Rising price 3, drops.
Yeah, Dead Rising 3, Forza 5, Kinect Sports Rivals, and Rise are all now $50 as the normal price.
Right. Okay.
Digitally, so.
I mean, $50. I mean, I'm sure you can find Rise cheaper than $50.
Oh yes, and that's kind of a rental experience I've heard. So I'm not sure how lasting value that has. But yeah, that's kind of what's going on Xbox Marketplace this week.
Mm-hmm.
The Rise, I want to transition that to. That's no longer going to be an Xbox One exclusive because it's coming to PC
it's
rather
going
soon.
To PC. Yep. At 4K resolution as well. They're going to upscale that.
4K, yeah. You need a 4K monitor first.
Yeah, that's true. That costs money.
Oh boy, but yeah. So
I heard
I'm
some
excited.
mixed reviews on that game.
Yeah, I've heard good and bad things.
Yeah.
Depends what you're after. I mean, I've heard it's basically you're playing a movie almost.
Yeah, it's a lot of action sequences. You just press the A button and you just see it on the screen.
Yeah,
do that.
Very graphic though. I've heard too. So if you're not into that, I'll play it once it's on a good digital sale. So
maybe like $20 or something.
Yeah, $20-$30. I'd pick it up. So, anyways, what's next on your list for today's show?
Well, it's a bunch of mixed news and stuff like that. So basically, for example, for Assassin's Creed Unity, this interests me a lot. It's going to include RPG elements for the first time in the series.
Oh, that's cool. So your character actually levels up.
Yeah, so you can make your assassin, for example, more stealthy, or you can focus more on brute strength. You can just go in guns a-blazing. Which I think is like really cool because I would build an assassin purely on stealth.
Oh no, I don't need to hide. I'm gonna just walk in guns blazing.
I mean, I just because of the Assassin's Creed, I like doing the.
Well, the co-op aspect means you could have one as a stealth and one as the big bad guns blazing that I would do because I hate that.
That's good teamwork right there. That's why I like that. I think it works, especially the 4-player co-op. It just enhances it even more.
Now, Assassin's Creed got an announcement of another game, officially, finally. Assassin's Creed Rogue, I think is the title.
Yeah, and I heard will be the darkest one in the series, apparently.
I guess this finishes off this timeline of Assassin's Creed 4, 1 through 4.
I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure it's in between 4 and 5. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, releases 2 weeks after the next gen, the current gen versions. This last gen version on 360 and PS3. Sounds like a cool project. Like they're giving it its full treatment and
it's not going to get left behind.
Yeah, so I'll be curious how the reviews come in between the two sequels this year. And I'd imagine that the current gen ones will be more popular than the last gen one, but we'll see.
See, what I do know is that the gameplay wise, I know that it will be similar to Rogue. Assassin's Creed Rogue will be similar to 4 in that it will have the ship combat.
Yep, I've heard it's going to be improved.
And Assassin's Creed 5, Unity doesn't have any naval combat. It's more just, the normal, 1 and 2.
Now, do you see Rogue as being remastered for Xbox One middle of 2015 as a mid-year release?
I don't think so, but what I do see what they might do is they might release maybe a special package of all the Assassins, maybe when they finish the series, maybe at the end of the console generation, maybe, I don't know. They just a whole bundle of all the Assassin's Creed games remastered.
That's way too much Assassin's Creed. It's way too much Assassin's Creed. Those games do not do well in back-to-back gameplay. I just get so sick of those.
I enjoy the series. Maybe it's once in a while you play the first. You play the first one and then kind of go a break on it for a year and then go to the second one or something.
Sure. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Are you gonna? Do you have a 360 still or a PS3?
No, I do not have a 360.
So you don't have an option to get this one. Okay.
No. Sadly, it kind of. It'd be nice if it comes to Xbox One, I can play it, but if it doesn't, I won't be mad. Assassin's Creed Unity is going to be just as good, or if not better. So
now, do you use Twitch at all? Do you stream at all these days?
Not really, but it does interest me a lot.
Yes, you told me when Google acquires them, nothing will change.
I was wrong.
Nothing will change. It's going to be perfect. It's going to be
I was terribly wrong.
You were quickly wrong. So basically, Twitch implemented a audio matching kind of content ID system where it's listening to mainly music,
right?
Or it could be anything that's in their system, but mainly music. And this could be in-game music. Say you're in GTA 5, they've got some radio playing and some copyrighted music is in that radio. That will then mute your recording, not your live stream, but your recording for a 30-minute period of time in there.
Yeah.
And yeah,
it's really dumb. It's ruining the experience. Google needs to stay away from Twitch. They're really messing
frustrating
it up.
to me. Yeah.
I think, as far as I know, I actually read an article that the CEO of Twitch, he was talking about how they kind of sent out the message wrong, saying that it's not gonna be. I don't think it's gonna disrupt live streams.
No, but all the hard work they do to archive this stuff and make it have a good channel where you can go.
I know it's still bad. I'm just saying they tried to make it better, but honestly, it doesn't make it any better.
I'm imagining my entire playthrough of the Clone Wars on GameCube is going to be muted because those are Star Wars songs and LucasArts is...
It's stupid.
Mean.
It's really stupid with what's going on with Twitch.
This will influence streamers to use less and less game audio and more commentary, but will that degrade from the viewing experience if you're not hearing the game as much,
Yeah, it's nice to have a little bit of both, have the music kind of low in the background, you kind of hear someone talking.
Yeah, and how much control do you have over that on the live streams from Xbox and PlayStation 4? I'm not sure. I think there is a mix option actually in the live stream on Twitch. But
maybe, yeah.
Yeah, I'll be curious how high the audio has to be. If it picks up very quietly, will it recognize? I'm not sure, so...
It will be interesting to see what goes, but I hope this is the only thing that they do. If they make it any worse.
If you send that video from Twitch over to YouTube,
yeah.
is that video muted over to YouTube, or is it
Yeah.
brought over as a clean version of the video? That's another question I haven't really answered yet.
Man, Google's really screwed up right now. They have to stay away from Twitch. They got to get their hands off Twitch.
Now Nintendo, avoided Twitch pretty far, and they have they're okay. Twitch is immensely popular, and I'm not sure if it'll stay that way this whole console generation.
Yeah, we'll see.
But if Twitch falls off the deep end and no one uses it anymore, or likes it, Nintendo will look kind of smart for avoiding Twitch.
And I think
it's like,
for Nintendo, Twitch was amazing for them with the treehouse and everything. So.
Oh, it's fantastic for that, yeah.
Yeah. And Xbox is actually following suit, which I find interesting. They're gonna do
Gamescom.
they're going to do that, so that's
okay, cool. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Gamescom event is going to be Tuesday at 8 a.m. Eastern. So if you're...
Yes.
I will not be able to watch that live, because I'll be at work.
Me neither. I'll be at work, so...
Yes. So, but yeah, the Twitch stuff has been really interesting. I'm hoping they don't screw it up too bad.
I hope not too. I mean, who knows with Google now? Now, they're unpredictable. They really are, so we'll have to see.
They're wild, whatever you want to call it. But anyways, let's move on to some of the... Have you seen some of these new recent Xbox One ads? That are using, like, the Rocky and the,
that was
Billy
really
Bob
cool,
Thornton.
I love the Rocky movies. That was pretty awesome.
So, there was an article I found that basically is saying... At least it's a video game alert.
Yes.
But, Rocky, you get back up. That's a winning's done. When you get punched down, you get back up. Billy Bob Thornton, similar thing. You have to try your hardest. About how Xbox is basically saying, it's inadvertently saying that Xbox
PS4 is like
having a hard
time.
time. Yeah, they're having a hard time, so they're using these lines that are motivating. Let's get back up, Xbox.
Exactly.
So,
I like it. It's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool.
I don't have a problem with that.
Did you see the one today they released, or was it yesterday they released it? The best multiplayer. It's the best Xbox.
I haven't seen that one. I just saw the Rocky one. The other one was kind of for whatever reason I couldn't watch it. It was blacked out.
The one they released today was saying that it was saying like Xbox Live has the best multiplayer community, and I was like, wow, they're really making a bold statement there.
I do have a problem with them saying in their ads the best games of 2014 are on Xbox. Like, no, they're not.
It's mostly
Wii U has about a good half of the best games this year.
But 2 exclusives and like 100 third parties. So
yeah, I mean, I will say compared to PlayStation and Microsoft, I'd give it to Microsoft. PlayStation has The Last of Us remastered.
Yeah.
And then Xbox is Sunset and
the Halo Master Chief Collection.
Halo Master Chief and
which
the Titan.
Which is
the
a
Titan
good remaster.
Was this year as well, so.
Which is a really good remaster because of the the amount of content you're getting. So
it's so they've got 3 solid titles, one that came out in March, and then 2 this fall. So I'd say, between the 2, yeah, they're better. But Wii U, they've got more exclusives that are a lot more fun. I don't want to start anything, but they've got a nice selection of games that aren't on any.
They really do. I think the Wii U is definitely the system to own right now.
Yeah, and there's a cool Bayonetta 2 preview. It sounds crazy.
Oh,
so.
Anyways, sounds awesome.
Let's dive back into Xbox. Listen to Club Nintendo if you want more Nintendo stuff.
Yes.
So yeah, between PS4 and Xbox, I'm more excited about Xbox's title and lineup this year. So anyways, Diablo 3. Have you ever played any of the Diablo games?
I've never played Diablo, and I heard it's actually really good. It's like some top-down, I think, shooter or something like that, or
I've never played them either. I'm kind of scared just by the name.
It's some dungeon crawler. I think that's what it is.
Yeah, but I read this thing about cross-platform save exporting. So here's Quinagia. I'm pulling it up now. Owners of the console version of Diablo 3 no longer need to fret about transferring their save data to Ultimate Evil Edition of Diablo 3. If you own the 360 and now own a PS4, you can actually transfer that data. So, and PS3 can move to Xbox One.
Right.
Or, whatever console you're going to. So basically, here's kind of the example scenario.
Right.
Create a Sony Entertainment Network and XBL account. If you don't already have both, visit battle.net/PlayStation, log into battle.net with your account, press continue, be redirected to Sony, log into Sony, and you'll be importing a save from battle.net. And so basically there is a way to do this across last gen, the new gen.
That's actually really cool.
Yeah,
For people that probably synced a lot of hours in that game, because it sounds like a game you'd probably play for like 100+ hours.
Oh, absolutely. I just want to get to a time where I got a PS4, I got Xbox One. Let them talk. Let the platforms talk. They're so similar. Let me play Destiny with my PlayStation friends.
Yeah, I think that would actually be really cool, but I don't think that would mix well for
Yeah. I think the Wii U had one game they allowed this on, where you could do like multiplayer gaming with different consoles or different a PC. Really? I forget what it was, but yeah, I don't see it happening with Xbox and PlayStation.
No, not a chance, but it would be pretty cool.
If they did, I think it would encourage sales, if anything, to buy both. Maybe. Do you think it would hurt sales to have them talk together for multiplayer gaming?
I don't think it would hurt sales, but it would be a nice feature to have, you know?
I mean, you would lose the fact that, hey, I'm buying this game because all my friends are on Xbox or PlayStation. But if you're on the lower end of the totem pole in that conversation with where your friends are at, you know, it kind of balances out in the end, really.
Yeah.
So, yeah, kind of cool feature. I never had Diablo 3, never played it, and I don't know if I'll get this one. We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
So, what's next on your list here this week?
Let's see. I was about Sunset Overdrive, actually.
Yeah.
I found it was really interesting was that they were explaining why it was exclusive to the Xbox One. And they were clearly stating that they still had a great relationship with Sony. Like, there was nothing, wrong.
Now, what have these developers done in the past? Do you know?
They did Ratchet and Clank, I believe. Yeah, Ratchet and
Clank. Really? Okay, wow, that's big.
Yeah, Ratchet and Clank, and there's another one. Resistance. They did Resistance as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool. So I just got to address, I love how we're getting live in the question area, 3 different languages, one that I don't, 2 that I don't really understand. Kind of interesting. But anyways, yeah, Ratchet and Clank, that was a huge Sony kind of property.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It was definitely huge. But, I mean, that's what they were saying in this article. They were saying that since they're an independent developer, you know, they have that freedom if they want to be just making games for Sony, or they can, suddenly make a game for Microsoft, so that's nice for them.
Yeah, definitely.
And they just felt that for Sunset Overdrive specifically, that they felt that the Xbox and the platform itself and its, plethora of features, that it actually, it worked well with Sunset Overdrive, especially with their 8-player co-op and everything.
So Sunset Overdrive, I take it a co-op experience?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah? Okay. I couldn't tell the trailer. I thought it'd just be a single player.
I mean, 8-player co-op sounds insane, to be honest. That's crazy.
So that's what it is. Like, the single player can go through the story in co-op mode.
And they're trying to make it very seamless. Like, to go into multiplayer, all you have to do is really go into these telephone booths in the world.
Kind of like Destiny is very seamless in that way.
Yeah, it's kind of like, for example, like your cartoon superheroes. They go inside the telephone booth and, they dress up in their costumes or whatever. So it's like teleporting into the multiplayer.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah, so it's cool.
Next up, just a brief mention, EA Access, something I'm very excited for, coming out this month. It's for the August update, so we got about a week or 2 to go for that probably. Won't require a gold subscription, so if you don't have gold for whatever reason, you can still get EA Access and enjoy its benefits. So there you go.
Oh yeah, I think thinking back about EA Access, I think it's a good option. It never hurts to have options.
$30 a year, how can you go wrong for 4
exactly.
plus
especially
games?
With that price.
Now I do wonder. They don't have enough back catalog to do a game a month like PSN and Xbox do for the games with gold. I wonder how often they will be adding games.
I'm sure they'll be adding.
Yeah, we'll see. That'll be
every time there's a release, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Depending if they would put.
Like, I imagine when the NHL game comes out, they'll put the old NHL game up, kind of setup.
Maybe they might do that.
We'll see. We'll see. It also works with the digital sharing, so the home console method of you giving the home console login to your friend and sharing licenses. Only one person would have to have EA access to get the Vault games, so that is something that works as well. Pretty cool.
Yeah. I think it's really cool.
Yeah, so let's dig into the new bundles, which are awesome.
Oh yes,
So
the Madden
both,
NFL bundle.
yeah, both bundles do not have connects, so you will not be able to buy a white connect, sadly, or
Are you
probably
sure? I could have swore I saw it.
no, no,
Oh wow,
no connect.
it's crazy.
I don't think I'd want a white connect in front of my TV if that's where I am placing it. A little bright for in front
Honestly,
of
I
the TV.
prefer the black console, but I mean,
I
white's
do
nice
too,
too, I
especially if
guess.
you're putting in front of your TV, and like where mine is, it's kind of just in my eyesight, and I don't want something bright like that.
Yeah, no, I see what you're saying. It does look nice though. It does look
Yeah.
nice.
Now there is gonna be so basically, all three console makers have had white systems. The
Yeah.
Wii U launched with a 8 GB basic at white,
Basic model, yep.
and then Sony next month will have the Destiny bundle as a white system with white controller, and then Xbox we found out is going to be launching a Sunset Overdrive bundle as white, a $3.99 bundle, and yeah, pretty cool.
Yeah, I think that's really awesome. It's good that they're making some bundles, just like Sony's doing. I'm pretty sure Sony has like a lot more bundles out right now. I think.
Well, they have a lot of bundles that the retailers make up. Like, hey, here's the Call of Duty PS4 bundle, because retailers love bundling stuff to sell higher margins or whatever.
Sometimes it's a good deal, sometimes it just not. It sucks.
The white Xbox One's peculiar though, because the Xbox logo, when you press the fake button, is a white button, right? It'll turn on the white logo. It's not going to be a black logo on the white console, to my understanding.
Because I saw a black logo there when I saw it at first.
Did you? Like it lit up as black?
Not that it lit up as black, just in the picture I just saw it and it had the black. I don't know if when you press that black symbol it'll turn.
Like the middle of it's always been black. It's only the body of it that's white. But yeah, I'll be curious how it looks in person. I think that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, I agree.
Now,
I don't know if it's something for me, but it looks good. You know, it's nice to have the option.
Now will they have white controllers that go with it? That's another question I have.
The white controllers look pretty nice, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Are they white controllers? I didn't see those yet.
I'm pretty sure they are, yeah.
Yeah, I'm Googling it right now. Oh, man, that is beautiful.
That I would probably get one of those from my
Yeah, I want one of those. That looks great. Yeah, the way they do the controllers, it's got kind of a black top, and the joysticks are still black. The body's white. That's pretty nice.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, so anyways, that's pretty cool. But the bundle, the Madden bundle that many of us may look down upon, I think will do gangbusters, because there is a whole bunch of gamers. I wouldn't even call them gamers. It's all, they're gamers that only play like 2 games a year, that being probably Call of Duty and Madden, or Call of Duty GTA and Madden. So there's a whole lot of people that don't have Xbox Ones yet, that have 360s or PS3s, that see this bundle and say, $3.99, I get the one game I'm going to play for the next year, and yeah, let me jump in. So
yeah, no, it's definitely good to include a game with a console. So
yeah, definitely. So
great deal.
Yeah, pretty cool stuff there. So 2 new bundles for Xbox, and that's definitely a good thing. So what's next on your list this week here?
Let's see. I about The Division. Tom Clancy's The Division.
Yeah, what about it?
That looks like an interesting game. There's new details shared about it. It's gonna have a day and night, obviously like a day and night cycle, but it's gonna be very dynamic. Like the enemies will react to how. So, for example, the enemies will react to like the environment. So, like, for
there
example,
more to it than just a hostage situation?
Oh no! This is a different game.
Okay, that's Rainbow Six, right?
That's Rainbow Six.
Oh, okay.
That's something else. But the Division's more like this open world RPG third person shooter, which I think is really interesting. They were just sharing some details how the environments will affect the enemies. So if it's like snowing, the enemies will be weary and they won't go outside. They'll be more indoors. So and the open world aspect, like there's I think you're placed in like New York or something like that. So you can traverse, like you can play the levels any way you want. So you can go on the roof, or you can you can stay on the ground, go in the buildings, do whatever to complete the mission. they're really trying to make it an open world, which I like. They're not trying to limit you in any way. So, and there's going to be like looting and crafting in the game. I like the RPG aspect of games, so I think that adds a lot more replayability.
Is that coming out this fall or is that next year?
That is next year. A lot of games are coming out next year.
Yeah, I sadly discovered No Man's Sky is next year.
No Man's Sky.
I, for whatever reason, thought it would be this year. That's a PS4 game, sorry, but...
A ton of games are coming out next year, so...
Yeah.
More so than this year.
Oh, for sure. That's just the nature of things. Happened with Wii U as well. The first holiday for Wii U was a bit weak.
Yeah, so I think some titles got delayed. I forgot which ones, though.
Yeah, Evolve got delayed to February 10th. And also, we also found out... What was it? It's another big game. Yeah, Battlefield, of course, got delayed. But I'm actually... I may sound stupid, John, but as someone that is of my age and schedule and whatnot, I get excited about certain delays, because that means my February is going to be much more exciting than having 0 good games come out. Like, for instance, Fall 2014, already a lot of games, even if some of them I'm not super excited about, like Call of Duty. It's still a very jam-packed calendar, regardless. Sure. And moving Evolve, which I would not have purchased on day one in the fall calendar, to February, makes it so, hey, I might actually get this day one because it's not going to be competing with much. So, I'm excited about this delay. I don't think it's a big thing. I think it's actually awesome. Good job delaying a game and polishing it up.
And yeah, in the end, delays aren't necessarily a bad thing. It just gives you more time to polish it. Take care of any, lingering bugs at all in the system. So.
And as a man with 3 next-gen consoles, I will not have a shortage of games to play.
Yeah, for sure, you won't.
Yeah.
Especially for Nintendo.
They've got the packed.
Pack 2015.
Yeah, they've got Hyrule Warriors. They got 2 Super Smash Bros. Games. They got Bayonetta 1, Bayonetta 2, Captain Toad. They got a packed schedule, man. They're doing good.
Yeah, for sure.
That. Yeah. Anyways, so next up, I had some more information on the China Xbox One. Now, we don't live in China, John.
Right.
And up until now, all the Xbox Ones have been region-free.
Oh, these ones aren't region.
Hey, I just said Xbox One, and it turned on my whole system here. I didn't even say on. I said, we don't live in China. Yeah, but yeah.
It's going to happen.
That's great. That's great. Anyways. But yeah, the China Xbox One will be the first region-locked Xbox. The hardware sold in China will be region-locked to only play Chinese games, and the games sold, the physical games in that region, will be locked from being playable on other consoles. So this is a very new thing for this region.
Right.
So, nothing more to say. I mean, this is, almost expected with China being how locked down they are.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm not surprised. They probably told Microsoft, you need to do this, and that with your console.
Which severely limits their amount of games at launch then. Because you can't import. Yeah, that kind of sucks for you guys. What doesn't suck, Resident Evil 1.
It's getting remastered, yeah.
Yeah, right? So this is going to be based off the GameCube game. And the saddest part about this is, John, is...
It's not coming to Wii U.
It's not coming to Wii U, you bastards!
That is so stupid.
It's based off the GameCube game, you can't even bring it to Wii
U. Oh my god, I find that really stupid. It was exclusive to the GameCube,
It was. Or at least a timed exclusive.
Wow.
Yeah. That's the funniest part. That's the saddest part. If only Nintendo made a deal. If you ever remaster this version you're making for us, make sure it comes to our console too.
I think this is pretty cool because.
But yeah, it's coming to PS4, Xbox One, PC, PS3, and 360.
In 2015.
So pretty much everything but Wii U.
Everything but Wii U, and it's gonna run at 1080p, 30 frames per second.
Yeah, it'll run better on the current gen versus last gen. Yeah, I flip it around depending on the sentence, but. Yeah, we're in the current gen now. We're almost a year into it.
It happens to me sometimes. I say next gen. I mean it's current.
Yeah.
But I think it's really cool. I mean I heard the original. I think the first couple Resident Evils were really good.
Up until 4, I hear.
Yeah, so I'm pretty pumped to try the first one.
I've never played a Resident Evil game in my life.
Yeah, me neither. So I'm not.
I tend to avoid games that will scare the living crap out of me.
Yeah, that's my only thing with it. But I kind of.
But I'll give it a shot.
It's
the first one. I'll give it a shot.
Exactly. I'm hearing the praises it gets entices me to get it, even though I don't like horror games. That's
I don't either. But I'm definitely gonna get Alien Isolation Day 1. And I know that's going to scare the living crap out of me, but I'm going to, weather the storm and do that. And, I'll probably find a way to stream that with a camera and just see my reaction to me going nuts.
Yeah.
But,
that'd be a funny stream,
This, some different notes. Resident Evil is going to be a download-only title, for my understanding, at least at launch.
Oh, so there's no physical copy?
To my understanding, that's what I've been reading up on, at least. I may have been wrong or read that wrong or heard that wrong.
That won't really bother me. I don't think it's meant to be like this jam-packed retail release unless it's like $40, $30.
It might be a $40 release.
I would think so.
Seems silly though. It seems like they charge full $60s for Resident Evil 1.
But still, it's like the content doesn't suffice. I mean, they're not really going to add anything to the game. I mean, as far as we know, maybe they could add like surprise extra part to it. I doubt it. I 100% doubt it.
I'm trying to Google here how long to beat Resident Evil 1 and see just how long of a game this is.
Maybe like 10 hours.
So I'm seeing here, Resident Evil, the original, is a 6.5 hour game.
It's downloadable. There's no way.
Completionist is 15, so you could play that in a night or two.
Yeah, that sounds like a downloadable game. I mean, if it's $40, I still wouldn't buy it $40. I'd wait for it to go down like to 20.
Okay, I'd buy it. I mean, it seems like a classic title to have,
Just because the amount of content doesn't suffice for me,
Yeah, I'd just be curious on the replay value. So what's next up in your list this week?
Let's see. So I know for like the Halo Master Chief Collection, a lot of people enjoyed in the original Halo 2 the LAN support that they had. So that will be included for this one, for the original Halo 2 multiplayer. So that's for like old school fans that like.
How would you do LAN support on Xbox One? You'd bring an Xbox One over and Ethernet them together?
Yeah, I mean.
Is that how that works?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Or is it over Wi-Fi, or how does that work?
Yeah, you can do that with the Ethernet cable and stuff like that. So. I mean, a lot of people used that a lot back in the day for Halo 2, as far as I heard.
Oh, I can imagine. Yeah.
As far as I heard, so that's just for old school fans that appreciate that. I mean, I won't use that.
It's just for the Halo 2 maps.
No, I'm sure you can use it overall for like everything in the game.
Okay, cool. Very cool. Now, the last thing on my notes before we get to kind of the discussion things about Fall 2014, Gamescom, and some other things, is this new accessory coming out in Europe. It's going to be a $40 digital tuner that works over USB. It's a really slick little box that says Xbox on it, and it will bring Europeans, I believe, the over-the-air TV for $40 and really nicely integrated in the Xbox One. It becomes your truly all-in-one device without having to deal with DVRs and cable boxes.
Yeah, for sure. And
I'm so pissed off at American cable companies that we can't have something like this.
You don't think we could get it eventually?
No, because of the technology we use to broadcast television across the country is done in a way that this stuff is just not possible, really.
Okay, right, okay.
Now, I did find a solution that was about $50 that involved a low-end, basically a box that takes an over-the-air antenna and spits that out over HDMI.
I think I see.
It works with Xbox One, but it's really not the best solution.
Not
and I
really.
Googled, you can find these maps of what over-the-air channels your house will receive if you set one up. And, John, my location will receive 2 channels. I get ABC.
It's not worth it.
I get ABC and some other channel. I don't know, PBS.
It's not worth it for you.
No, definitely not. So I'll be sticking with my my Apple TV and screw you, Supreme Court, for blocking area that I used to pay for.
Yeah, you're better off without it, to be honest.
Yeah, it's so sad. Imagine how awesome an official Aereo app for Xbox One would have been. That would have been so great.
That would have been really good.
Been so awesome, but Supreme Court had to ruin everything by being stupid. Anyways, but yeah, there is a $50 solution if you Google Xbox One OTA
For those that live outside
It
the United
gives
States,
you some options there. It's those options are great if you live in Chicago or big cities where that stuff is you get good signals at.
Yeah, exactly.
So, anyways, that is so. Yeah, I'm sure we'll talk more about the TV stuff in the future show. But let's get back to gaming.
Yeah.
What other topics do you have? Because I got one after. What you ever have next here?
I think go ahead with your topic.
Okay, so I want to dig into fall 2014.
Okay.
It's coming up rather soon. It's August. Fall for me starts in September because that's when Destiny and Smash Bros. Comes out in the Japanese 3DS. So fall 2014.
It's a big year, yeah.
What are you truly excited for this fall? What has you just
that one game
that you can't wait? What can't you wait for? And are you disappointed by what is actually coming out this fall?
I'm not disappointed at all.
Okay.
So many games I want to get, actually. My wallet's going to start crying from all this, but I think, personally, I want to say Halo, because I'm a huge Halo fan.
Yeah, my two for Xbox One that I'm super excited about to get is Halo and Sunset Overdrive.
Yeah, those two.
Now, Alien Isolation and GTA 5 I'm also super excited about, but those two, I'm not sure if I'll get them on PS4 or Xbox One.
You're iffy on that, okay.
Yeah, because I'm very iffy. Alien Isolation is definitely a PS4 game, because it's, I feel like I'm going to get more scared holding a PS4 controller. I know how stupid that sounds,
okay.
But it seems like a more scary controller to hold in your hand. You know, the reason I say that is, feels more form-fitting to my hand, where I'm going to be like this, and just and it goes red, it's like, it seems, like it's a more scary controller to hold in your hand. Xbox One controller is just so big, I won't have that same effect,
Yeah, no, I see what you're saying.
And it seems like I'll get I have the Xbox One set up so I'm notified when my friends come online and stuff like that. My PS4, I have that stuff kind of turned off to be more single player when I want it to be and not be disturbed.
Oh, okay, yeah, I see what you're saying. Okay, you use more Xbox for the social experience.
Well, I'll use PlayStation for social experience, but only when I'm seeking it out. On Xbox One, I may not be seeking out a social experience and notice, hey, you're online playing this game, let me join you.
Oh, okay.
On PS4, right. I'm going to seek that out and not be notified of it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm loving the, as a matter of fact, I'm actually loving the what's it called, the Glass app or whatever?
Yeah, Smart Glass.
Smart Glass, yeah. Smart Glass. I'm really enjoying how that functionality works. I feel like I don't need the media remote personally, because I can just move, fast forward, pause, play, go to this app.
It is convenient having the tactile controls of this.
And no, I see what you're saying. For you, it works perfect because you have that whole media thing going on.
Oh yeah, totally.
So it works perfect for you. For me personally, I'm just good with the Smart Glass app.
Yeah, there you go. That's all you need.
It works perfect for me, and honestly, the August update's only gonna make it better when you can buy games from it. So I think
now I
awesome.
wonder if with that update, if Smart Glass will be totally usable remotely. I doubt it, but I would love for that to happen.
I'm pretty sure it will. To be honest,
it seemed like it would have to be. But maybe I'm wrong.
It would have to be. I remember. I think it was on Twitter. You were discussing that with somebody, right? Like you were you posted something on Twitter about it.
Yeah, I think so. It was a while ago. But anyways, yeah, Smart Glass is awesome. I think it's pretty cool. It basically just mirrors the Xbox interface on your iPad or iPhone.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be integrated into the Glass app. I'm sure they'll make it work. I mean, Android. I think they do it for Android because Android's not strict. I mean,
right? Yeah.
It's more strict Apple and stuff like that.
They do, yeah. The PSN app, the PlayStation app, you have to go to Safari to buy stuff. That's not a good experience, because, yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna download the PSN app on my Android and see if I can. Well,
I would be very interested.
Access the store.
Yeah, access the store from the app. That'd be cool.
No, I'll definitely try that after the show.
Yeah. So, anyways, back to fall 2014. So, Halo and Sunset Overdrive. What else is there that are you looking forward to? Is it Far Cry or what is it?
I have to say I'm really excited. Assassin's Creed Unity, obviously, but that's
right, yeah, because I could care less about that one. Really.
That's not going to be a day one for me personally, because I know Assassin's Creed games get cheaper.
They go on sale a month later.
Yeah, so I'm not going to buy that day one. Honestly, my top though is just Halo for Xbox One, and then for the Wii U would be Smash Bros. Obviously, but
that game's just to take over the world for a while.
Exactly.
It's like I'll forget I have an Xbox One, PS4 when Smash comes out. I'm sorry.
For sure, exactly. But I think I'm excited for Halo, Sunset Overdrive, Assassin's Creed Unity. I'm interested in The Crew. I think The Crew looks like a really interesting game.
Yeah, that looks like a game you can sink some time into, just relax and drive.
I'd definitely wait for the price to go down. Personally, I don't think.
Is it a $60 game?
Yeah,
okay.
I'd wait for the price to go down.
Destiny's gonna be a great start to this fall because Destiny I am excited for. Yeah,
I'm excited for Destiny. I just forgot to mention that. Destiny is gonna be great. I'm anticipating Destiny, Sunset Overdrive, and Halo are my top 3 for this.
Yeah, I agree completely. Yeah, it's funny that we're gonna do this on called PlayStation tomorrow, and there's not a single exclusive in the fall coming out for PlayStation, as far as I know.
I mean, you can kind of say The Last of Us Remastered,
but that already came out. That came out in July, which I did. I bought it last night, so I got the club. I got the PlayStation credit card, John, and I'm only going to use it for PSN, and it gives me 10% back as a rebate for all my digital purchases there. So, like a $60 game is $6 less, so that starts to adds up.
That's not bad at all. Okay. It's a good deal.
It's a nice incentive.
I wonder if Xbox will ever do something like that.
I would love a Xbox credit card to give me 10% back on all purchases made through. That'd be great.
That wouldn't be too bad. I mean, personally, I wouldn't do it because
you're all physical with that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of depends. I do like some good arcade game once in a while, buy digitally, but most of the time I'll just wait for games for gold or for free.
Yeah, so you're loading up your hard drive with just the freebies, right?
Yeah, which are just, they're great. Like, for example, Guacamelee was...
Oh, totally, yeah.
I was actually pretty upset, though, because I heard that Spartan Assault, whatever, that Halo arcade game... That was free. That was free, and I didn't get a chance to ever get it because I didn't have an Xbox One at the time.
You could have done it online, I think, right?
I think, it's online.
Like, sure. I can buy... for free the 360 titles that are on deals with gold if I want to, I think.
There's a lot of good deals on 360. A lot of flash.
They put so much on sale for 360.
Just because it's old now.
Here's 50 games for... Yeah, it's great. Yeah, so that's, fall 2014. Yeah. It's been a good fall.
Oh, it's gonna be really good.
Now, did you ever play GTA 5?
GTA 5?
Grand Theft Auto.
I mean, no, I know. I played a little bit, but I wasn't a huge fan.
Okay. I'm very excited for that one on either PlayStation or Xbox. I'm not sure which yet. It's been good.
It's a good game. I guess
I feel like I'd sink like 100 hours into that game.
Yeah, no, I heard a lot of people play it. Great co-op with buddies. It's a fun game. It's just personally, it's not for me.
Okay. So I think it's fall 2014. Halo and Sunset Overdrive, pretty awesome games.
Yes, for sure.
And Alien Isolation, get that on whatever box you can because it's been great.
Personally, not for me.
Because it's gonna be amazing. Just saying. Okay, next up, do you want to dive into Gamescom?
Yeah, let's go into Gamescom.
What predictions do you have for this year?
So personally, I feel that they're gonna show a trailer for the Halo 5 again, but about the multiplayer beta. They're gonna show off multiplayer for the first time. I predict that.
Huh.
I feel
now, is there anything exciting with showing off multiplayer for a Halo game? Because aren't they... Excuse me if I'm wrong. I've never played a Halo game, so don't throw the fires yet.
As far as I hear, it's gonna be pretty different.
Now, the first 4 Halo games, are they the identical multiplayer with just different maps?
No, multiplayer has changed drastically. I feel like it's been going drastically towards Call of Duty with the loadouts. They've been adding these power shields and like you can sprint.
Yeah, but I mean, conceptually, it's a map and you're running around.
I heard that they're going to eliminate the armor abilities, which is like you can have a shield.
Now, the original Halo, I heard today that the vehicles are indestructible.
The vehicles in the original Halo multiplayer? Yeah. I'm unfamiliar with that, but I guess maybe it is. I'm not really sure about that. I heard that they're really trying to capture, in the remastered with all 4 games, they're trying to really capture the essence of what the old games had. Like, get like the same glitches that were back in the day that you could exploit. They're trying to really make it authentic, gotcha. Which I respect. That's why I'm excited for it. They're really trying to make it feel like what you played when you first got the game,
Yeah, now Gamescom is basically the European E3 for all intents and purposes, except for it's opened up to the general public for a reasonable price to entry.
Yeah.
What can we reasonably expect from this show? You mentioned Halo 5 multiplayer.
I think they're gonna announce what Rare is doing. What the company that Nintendo originally.
Rare is such a heartache.
But I think they're gonna have another game released, but it's not gonna be. It's not gonna be anything we have to do with
Banjo 3. Banjo 3.
I don't think it's gonna be that. It's gonna be some amazing game, but it's not gonna be. It's gonna be without Kinect. No Kinect at all.
No Kinect. I want a Banjo or Conquer game. That'd be so great if they announced. We were just tricking you guys at E3. Conquer is back.
No, it's. I feel like that was like trolling us though because they.
But then they might have saw like after E3, it's like, oh crap, we offended a lot of people. Rare, make a good Conquer game.
The developers behind Project Spark were like, hey, you guys want a Conquer game, you make it yourself. So I was like,
that is such an offensive thing to say.
No, I know. I was like, okay.
Now, have you downloaded Project Spark Beta yet?
I have not, but
I haven't downloaded. I haven't launched it yet.
I heard you can actually make games with your buddies, like a good co-op experience.
Yeah, totally.
Like, if you want to make your own first-person shooter. Like,
yeah, you can. Yeah.
Third-person action game or something. I don't know.
Sure.
Different aspects. So I think it looks like a cool game. They'll probably show more of that. Have like a lot of demos over there. Obviously,
the one they're going to definitely show is the TV show integrated game called
Quantum Break.
Yes, Quantum Break. Thank you.
They're going to show more details about that
because they were not at E3, but this show is actually in Quantum Break's developers' backyards, basically. So
they're going to announce something.
They're going to do a big blowout of Quantum Break. Imagine it being an early 2015 game, March, like Titanfall did.
Let's see if they convince me that if I really want this game, because I didn't see it when I saw the.
It's a cool concept, integrating both a TV show and a video game.
It's an interesting concept. I don't know. We'll see if they capture me at the show, because they have to. I mean,
like I would love if they did this concept with the TV show 24. Like, let's make a game called 24.
Yeah.
In 1 hour, you're fighting, and 1 hour you're watching TV, and I don't know, something like that.
I don't know. We'll see if they capture me as a gamer and see if I'm really interested in that. To me, it didn't interest me whatsoever, but we'll see. We'll see if games come on the show, and I predict that they will show something, because especially for the fact that you just said they're, it's their own backyard, well, they're over there, so
now
they're close by, so.
Any new games? Would a new game be announced at this event, or is that just stupid?
Yeah, no, I think so. I think there will be. I think
you mentioned Rare.
Like Rare, I think Rare will show something off.
What other developers does Microsoft have in-house? Like, I don't know their studios. I know Sony has Santa Monica. I know they have Naughty Dogs. What does Microsoft have? Do you know? I mean, I don't
know it's Rare, to be honest.
Yeah, I know about Rare.
343 Studios. 343 Studios, and also.
They're the guys doing...
Halo.
Halo, okay.
Yeah, and, wow. What else?
Yeah,
I feel like I know, but yeah.
Developers, yeah.
They have more, but I just can't think of it off the top of my head.
Yeah, okay.
But, I think there's going to be, as far as I know, they say they have some surprises in store, so there's going to be game announcements, I feel like. There will be.
Okay.
And I feel like they'll show footage of Crackdown, which interests me a lot. Cause I love
Is that a 2015 title?
That's
2016?
Maybe 2016. Either 2015 or 2016.
Now, Titanfall. This is not going to be a yearly game, is it? Titanfall is not going to come out every year, will it, as a new game?
I think as far as the developers, the way they sounded like when they were talking about any sequels, they don't think it will happen yet. So they have no plans for it. I think they're going to continue supporting Titanfall as is and keep updating.
Like new DLC every couple months and.
Yeah, and providing updates and add features to the game for free, obviously.
Okay. Okay, yeah. So at some point we're gonna get Titanfall 2.
At some point,
I don't know
what
they'll do to it.
It will be an Xbox One exclusive. You'll watch.
I'm not so sure.
It won't go to Xbox 360. You'll see. I feel like
what I'm saying is it could be a PS4 game as well. They don't own
the rights.
I
feel like they did mention something about.
They don't own the rights to Titanfall. This, sequels is all open game, unless Microsoft wants to pay a crap ton of money to the developers again.
Fine. If, for example, it does go to PS4, it will only be on current-gen consoles. It won't be on.
Sure, I'd agree. Sure. Now, I'd hope Titanfall 2 gives us a rich single-player experience to get all the black.
I guarantee you, after all the negative people are giving them for not having a campaign, they're going to include a campaign. this time.
It'd be so great, because it seems like a cool world, and with cool stories it could tell.
Make it a 4-player co-op campaign with Titanfall. That'd be epic.
Oh, yeah, sure. So, Gamescom, I don't have any big wild predictions outside of that.
Maybe they'll announce... Because I was watching your X1 Bros podcast. We should talk about that.
Oh, yeah. I was on the X1 Bros podcast. It's out in the feed, episode, 20 and a half or 21 and a half. Mm-hmm. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, and
we'll talk about my experience in a little bit, because it was a bit interesting with the video setup.
For sure. It was really good, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
So I heard in the podcast, I heard someone mention Gears of War, and they would do, a remastered thing. I think that would be a cool prediction for Gamescom. Imagine if they, remastered collection for Gears of War.
They're doing Sleeping Dogs Definitive Edition, and when I heard the title, it's like, is that Watch Dogs 2? It's like, no, it's Sleeping Dogs.
No, I heard it's some open world, kind of like GTA, but in Hong Kong.
Yeah.
So
that's a game announcement that we kind of missed there a little bit.
Yeah, I forgot to mention that. Yeah, I had that on my one of my articles. Yeah, no, I think Gamescom is going to be awesome for all the companies. Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo.
I think Microsoft, to me, they're pumping it up the most and making it seem like they're going to do big things there.
You said Microsoft, right?
Yeah, I think they're going to have the best showing there, is what it sounds like to me.
And that's what I find interesting, that they're going to do something like Nintendo Treehouse Live. They're going to be broadcasting on Twitch.
Are they doing that?
As far as I know.
Okay.
As far as I know, I watched the video of what they're going to do.
Now we'll see if they can match Nintendo's
the way they make
charm and all that thing, where it doesn't feel like I'm, watching marketing material.
Hopefully we don't get some boring corporate guys talking.
Nintendo is just a lot of fun. These young kids talking about the projects they're working on, and the older guys, Miyamoto stuff. So live feedback from Mr. Dan Lyons. I believe it's the same Dan Lyons that does Club PlayStation with me.
I'm sure.
Pretty positive. What's your most anticipated Xbox One exclusive? And I would, I mentioned earlier, the fall 2014 discussion here. Sunset Overdrive and Halo Master Chief Collection.
But only choose one. Choose one.
Yeah, that's hard because
we'll make it difficult.
I'd have to say Sunset Overdrive because Halo's known quantity that's not really new, sort of.
I'm still gonna say Halo because I'm a huge Halo fan.
Yeah.
Because I know Dan's he loves Last of Us Remastered, and I won't knock him for it. I'm sure it's a great game.
The Halo is that for.
So, but for him, Last of Us Remastered, Halo is for me. So he knows how I feel.
Definitely, Halo is my most anticipated Xbox game I'm buying this year, and it is only on Xbox One. Yeah. Most anticipated for sure. I'm gonna buy the crap out of that day one digitally for the full $60. Sunset Overdrive, I may wait until it's on sale, maybe, or we'll see.
Sunset Overdrive, it might be day one, I'm not sure, because there's a lot of Nintendo games I have reserved, more so than Xbox, so.
Yeah, Super Smash Bros., as I said, may take over my life when that comes out.
Yeah, it's going to be tough this fall. It's going to be really tough money-wise, so we'll see.
Yeah. So, any more Gamescom things you want to talk about here?
I mean, just to end off, really, I just think it's going to be a great show for all three. I think
the past Sony has killed it. They've been the ones that have been taking lead on that.
There's going to be surprises from all three. I'm sure Nintendo will have a few announcements.
I have no idea what Nintendo's going to do there. They've never done anything big at games.
They'll announce Metroid.
Yeah, we'll see.
Well, we'll see. But I think Microsoft will have some really good announcements, and Sony as well. So I think it's just good for all three of them to be there. It just helps the industry,
Yeah, for sure. Now, do you want to dive into the X1 Bros stuff?
Yes. Talk about your experience.
So, the X1 Bros podcast is a pretty awesome group of fellows. They're related, from what I understand. They've known each other their whole life, and it really does show. They are very, very close. And it's an in-person kind of podcast where they're all in the same location, which is a much different kind of setup and kind of vibe as you're doing the show that way. So I was doing it over Skype, and when I was doing the show, the way I could watch video was with a delayed Twitch feed on my computer. So I had to watch Twitch and mute Twitch and just watch it with a 10-second delay just to see them a little bit,
Oh, okay.
So that's kind of the setup they had. But they had a pretty cool setup with mixers and routing.
Yeah, it looked like they were like this official like setup with the microphone.
Yeah, I just do the easy, simple way over Google Hangouts because I like the easy, simple way. You know, it works.
Yeah, no, Google Hangouts is a lot simpler, but
they had a nice little setup there. But yeah, so it was a fun show. Really cool guys there. Since doing the show, I had a good amount of people follow me on Xbox One, and I friended them back. And actually played a Titanfall match, a couple matches with someone I met over there, or got friended over there.
Yeah, definitely a lot of friendly people over there. I posted in the comments, so I was like, check out our Club Xbox podcast. And,
yep.
You know, I got some people that were saying like, oh, we'll check it out. Like, you know, it looks really cool.
And do you want to dig into the special announcement for today?
Yes, let's do that.
So, as a result of Expo One Bros, one of the people in their community was talking with him, chatting with him after the fact. He friended me, and I got chatting with him. And he's wanted to do a podcast for a while and has never found a good person to do it with. So I, invited him on. And
which is gamer tag?
His gamer tag
is Frando L. Is that him?
He has 2 tags. One's for his Twitter and one's for his gamer tag. We'll announce it next week when he's here. How about that? Okay. Mahana Royal, I believe, is his Twitter.
Okay.
So we'll have him on next week, and it will become a 3-person podcast, kind of like how we do on Club Nintendo. And a side benefit, I know you have school starting up in September, so when stuff gets crazy, you'll be able to jump in and out as needed with school.
For sure.
So
I think it should be fun having that third person there.
It adds a nice dynamic. I know on Club Nintendo, when I buy like another 3DS, it's a good opportunity for everyone to make fun of me for buying like 10 3DSs.
Yeah.
So yeah, it'll be good dynamic.
I'm super excited.
He is a big time gamer type person because he's not like an Xbox One only guy. He's got PS4, or he's getting a PS4 with Destiny. He's getting the white PS4.
That's great. Okay.
He's got the Xbox One. He's got a Wii U. He's kind of in all 3 of them.
That's awesome. It's good to have that all around game.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah,
I get his perspective from every angle.
Appreciate that. Because it helps not being just one console focused like I used to be with Nintendo.
Yeah.
It really does enlighten you as to what else is out there in the world as far as experiences.
I mean, I can't get a PS4 personally just because, money wise, I'm good
money
with my Xbox
is yeah, I understand that. Yeah.
For you, it's easier, but me, nah, I can't do that.
No, I used to be the same way. I didn't even have consoles in college and whatnot.
Yeah.
I just didn't have money for it really. And the setup for it either.
It gets expensive, especially when you want so many games. It's like,
Yeah, it's it'd be the subscriptions that make it work, where you get free games on PS Plus, like
the EA access,
Yeah, totally. That's gonna be the future of subscription gaming.
Yeah, I'm sure other companies will follow suit in that, and they give out the consumer options. Doesn't hurt.
Yeah. So yeah, starting next week, we'll have a 3-person podcast, and I'm really excited for that. The club to expand like that, and
for sure.
Yeah, it should be a good setup. He's out in the San Francisco area. Grew up in Hawaii, and yeah, cool dude. He's a musician, and
sweet.
He should have a pretty good audio setup, from what I understand.
Oh, for sure. So, that's awesome. I'm looking forward to meeting this guy. This is awesome.
Yeah. So I guess he makes his living from iTunes, like music sales and stuff. Like he just sells music, which is pretty cool. So
nice.
He has a flexible schedule, which is awesome. So, anyways, yeah. Oh, yeah. Check out the X1 Bros podcast. The 20.5 or 21.5 is the one I was on. But check them out. They put the video versions up on their YouTube channel a few days after the audio goes out. That's a fun way to watch it on YouTube. X1 Bros is their channel.
Yep.
You can watch live over at Twitch, their channel on Twitch, X1 Bros, and I think they have their calendar up on their website as well. So,
yep.
I'm gonna try to get one of those guys that has a Wii U onto Club Nintendo one of these days to have his experience the other way.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
That'll be fun.
Super excited.
But yeah, anything else you wanted to talk about on today's show before we wrap up?
No, I think that's about it on my end.
Okay, cool. Yeah, it was a good week in Xbox.
Yeah, for sure. A lot of
every Tuesday, I just get so excited to see what the deals will be. So we'll see what's coming up. What will come up this next Tuesday?
Hopefully, it's much better than Angry Birds.
So yes, and hopefully, Call of Duty was good, but it needs to be $30. I'd buy it at a heartbeat at $30 digitally. So
yeah. $40 is still a 2 seed.
I just got a message from Mr. Dan Lyons that right after this podcast finishes, I need to start The Last of Us Remastered, and that is what I intend to do. So
nice, yeah.
I may not be going to sleep for a while. We'll see.
Enjoy it. You got to play through it all night. That's your homework, man. You got to.
I don't know. Go to sleep when I get tired. That's how it works. But anyways, Mr. John, where can folks find you on the Xbox One and other ecosystems?
At JBOCHO44. JBOCHO44.
Very cool. JBOCHO44. That's good for Twitter, Xbox Live, and other places?
Yes.
Cool. And my handle is at TCHATEN. It's good for Xbox Live, PSN, Nintendo Network ID, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, pretty much everywhere. So you can watch these videos live on YouTube at youtube.com/TCHATEN. We broadcast live every weekend. Friday night at 8 p.m. is Club Xbox. Saturday is Club PlayStation. Sunday is Club Steam, followed by Club Nintendo at 9 p.m. So every weekend you can catch club shows starting at 8 p.m. every day of the weekend. So pretty awesome.
And if you got any feedback, make sure to send it to us. We're very open-minded, so we're
oh, absolutely,
to improve the show.
Yep, and visit clubxboxpodcast.com to the main reason I'd say visit there is to hit that second tab for calendar of upcoming events. That'll tell you when I do special guest appearances, like an X1 Bros, when we're going live, and if we have any special streams planned. So, clubxboxpodcast.com is the official website. So, thank you for watching or listening, and we'll be back next week for level 5.
Definitely, looking
Club
forward to
Xbox.
that. Yeah,
so.
thanks, guys.
And Gamescom is next week. So lots of stuff to talk
Gamescom.
about.
Yeah, definitely. Tons of stuff to talk about for sure.
Bye-bye.
All right, later.